Chairperson of the Commission shall be Judge Ian Fallam, retired judge of the Supreme Court of Appeal. He has served as a judge in the Orange Free State Provincial Division, the Cape Provincial Division, and the Supreme Court of Appeal. Other members of the Commission are the following: Advocate Bantubonke Tokota SC, who has acted as a judge in the Eastern Cape Labour Court and Transvaal Provincial Division. Advocate Pingla Devi Hemraj SC. She has acted as a judge in the High Courts of Durban, Pietermaritzburg, Port Elizabeth, and Grahamstown. The terms of reference. The Commission will look into the following matters. It will probe the conduct of Lonmin PLC, in particular the following: whether it exercised its best endeavors to resolve any disputes which may have arisen between Lonmin and its labor force on the one hand, and generally among its labor force on the other. Whether it responded appropriately to the threat and outbreak of violence which occurred at its premises. Whether the company, by act or omission, created an environment which was conducive to the creation of tension, labor unrest, disunity among its employees, or other harmful conducts. Whether it employed sufficient safeguards and measures to ensure the safety of its employees and property, and the prevention of the outbreak of violence between any parties. The Commission will also examine Lonmin policies generally, including the procedure, practices, and conduct relating to its employees and organized labor. It will also investigate whether, by act or omission, the company directly or indirectly caused loss of life or damage to persons or property. Secondly, the Commission will probe the conduct of the South African Police Service and will look at the following: the nature, extent, and application of any standing orders, policy considerations, legislation, or other instructions in dealing with the situation which gave rise to this incident. The facts and circumstances which gave rise to the use of force, and whether this was reasonable and justifiable in the particular circumstances. To examine the role played by SAPS through its respective units, individually and collectively, in dealing with the incidents. Whether by act or omission, it directly or indirectly caused loss of life, or harm to persons or property. Thirdly, the Commission will probe the conduct of the National Union of Mine Workers and the Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union, AMCU, their members and officials. The Commission will in particular probe whether the AMCU had exercised its best endeavors to resolve any disputes which may have arisen between itself and Lonmin or NUM or any other parties. The extent to which it exercised effective control over its membership and those persons allied to it in ensuring that their conduct was lawful and did not endanger the lives and property of other persons, and whether, by act or omission, it directly or indirectly caused loss of life or damage to persons or property. Fourthly, the Commission will look into the conduct of the National Union of Mine Workers, NUM, its members and officials. It will, in particular, look into the following: whether the NUM had exercised its best endeavors to resolve any disputes which may have arisen between itself and Lonmin or AMCU or any other parties. The extent to which it exercised active control over its membership and those persons allied to it in ensuring that their conduct was lawful and did not endanger the lives and property of other persons, whether by act or omission, it directly or indirectly caused loss of life or damage to persons or property. Fifthly, the Commission will look into the role played by the Department of Mineral Resources or any other government department or agency in relation to the incidents and whether this was appropriate in the circumstances and consistent with their duties and obligations according to law. The Commission will also look into the conduct of individuals and loose groupings in fomenting and or promoting a situation of conflict and confrontation which may have given rise to the tragic incidents, whether directly or indirectly. The Commissions Act of 1947 shall apply to the Commission, subject to modifications and exemptions as may be specified by proclamation from time to time. The terms of reference may be added to, varied or amended from time to time. The Commission will submit interim reports and recommendations to the President each month prior to the final report being presented to the President. The Commission shall complete its work within a period of 4 months and must submit its final report within a month of completing its work. The Commission shall, where appropriate, refer any matter for prosecution, further investigation or the convening of a separate inquiry to the appropriate law enforcement agency, government department, or regulator regarding the conduct of any person or persons. The Commission will have the necessary powers, including the power to enter and search premises, secure the attendance of witnesses, and compel the production of documents. The terms of reference will be gazetted forthwith. We urge all affected parties to cooperate with the Commission. I thank you.